Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm checking out my very first Kotobukiya Megaman series kit here. This is Roll, of course, sent directly from Kotobukiya, so thank you, Kotobukiya, for hooking me up with this brand new Megaman kit here from the series. Like I said, have not built any of these yet, so this is going to be my first experience, but the kits look really cool. Megaman's just not a series that I ever was really into, but let's go ahead and check out Roll here for today's video, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts. Alright, so right here on the front, we got a very nice illustration here for the box art of Roll.EXE here. Looking very cool. Same thing here on the ends of the box. You can see it's not a very thick box, as this kit is not necessarily going to come with a whole lot. Here on this side we can see our included face option parts here, which look very nice. Looks like we've got 4 different faces. Here's a look at what the kit is going to look like completely unpainted, just built straight out of the box. We got the MSRP over here of 7,200 yen. If we go around to the other side, here we got a look at the fully painted kit, what this is going to look like front and back. Weapon there, it looks like she's got a kind of like crossbow heart style kind of weapon there. Again, forgive me, I don't have much Megaman background knowledge, or Rockman if you prefer. But here's a look at a few other different poses there that you can do with the kit. It all looks really quite nice. Let's go ahead and pop it open, see what we've got in here. So we'll check out all the runners in just a moment. First, let's start off by taking a look at the instruction manual here real quick. We've got the box art there on the front. Around here on the back is going to be our color guide. There are the colors down there. That's all in Japanese, but you can translate that if you want to match your colors exactly. But nice reference images there for if you're planning on painting the kit. On the inside here, we've got a little character bio there and a very nice illustration. Once again, at the bottom, there's a look at the fully built and painted kit. Next page has our parts list there, and from there, we're just right on into the construction. So that's what's going to be the bulk of the manual here, of course, construction of the kit, the accessories, and then how to pose it, how to use the accessories and everything. And then for the back inside page here, a really nice page showing the kit, the painted kit, and a few different poses here, sort of like poster style. This is something you could like cut out and put up on the wall or something if you're a fan of the character, which I imagine you would be probably if you're building and buying this kit. But alright, so here are our pre-printed face option parts. We'll take a closer look at these in the review portion of the video, but as always, the printing quality on those looks really, really nice. Also got our hand parts here molded in a kind of dark pink, softer plastic, kind of as usual here for a Kotobukiya kit. We got a couple different posed open hands there, pointing hands, closed fists, open expressive hands. And then getting into the runners, runners A and B here are going to be all of our pink colored parts. Runners C and D are going to be in a darker pink, sort of almost red kind of color there, very nice. Runners E and F are going to be in a dark, slightly purplish gray color. Next few runners are all going to be kind of small here. Runner G, once again, in that same dark grayish purple. Runner H, one single part here in green. Runners I and J there, a few more parts in the light pink and the darker reddish pink. Runner K here in a very nice light pale yellow color. And runner L is going to be a clear stand. So we have the base plate and the arm connection pieces here for the included stand. Very nice. Lastly then, runners M and N. Runner M is in a orangish yellow kind of color. Very nice. And N is going to be our clear parts for on the head in clear yellow there. Really cool. Let's go ahead and get her put together. Alright guys, and here she is all built up. Really cool, really interesting kit with some really fantastic engineering in there. We'll go through all that in the review portion of the video. Now, we do have a few accessories, we'll talk about those, but overall just a really, really great kit. Some fantastic part separation in there as well. That's going to be kind of one of the best features about this, is just the color separation. How good the kit looks just straight out of the box is pretty amazing. So assuming the same holds true for the other Mega Man kits, I gotta say, it's just something that I've definitely been missing out on. So it's awesome to finally be able to take a look at one of these kits here with Roll. Let's go ahead and get into it, starting with her accessories. So some familiar things and some different things. As you may notice, the stand is going to be the same like we have with your typical Megami device or frame arms girl stand, except for at the top we just have this clasp attachment piece which can slide up and down, and then that's able to move on just a ball joint there. At the base it's also on a ball joint. Because yeah, on the back side of the kit there's no 3mm hard point for plugging in a base, so you're just going to have to use this one here, which I don't particularly like. I would have rather had a hole here maybe in the back of that middle section of the torso. That said, it's very easy to just drill a hole in there if you wanted to, but we don't have an attachment piece. You would have to borrow one from a different kit. Anyway, you might expect that maybe this part there on the back of the hip, you can remove that and that's a hard point to plug onto, or this part here on the backpack, but nope. So anyway, this base works fine, and that's what we'll work with here for today. Her only real sort of weapon accessory here is just going to be this, which I think is the Roll Buster, I believe this is called, just sort of like this arm crossbow kind of style weapon here with this clear part that launches this heart. Now this is going to replace the forearm here. So this is your elbow joint, and you can use it on either the left or the right side, but basically you're just going to remove the arm here above the elbow and plug this on instead. And any of the other Mega Man kits in the line that also use this forearm weapon like this, you can also use with this. It lets you know in the manual that you can use those from other kits. But yeah, you can use that with either the left or the right side, and that works pretty nicely. The color separation on this is really nice, but you will have a seam line all the way through the pink parts here on that, of course. And I'm not going to point out every single seam, but there will be a number of seam lines throughout the kit here. As for our hand options, you have these kind of like sort of saluting or also sort of like bow launching kind of hands here. I also have these very nice open expressive hands like this. And then we've also got a set of closed fists and pointing hands like so. And that's going to be it for all of our hand option parts. For the face option parts, we've got these two, the winking face and the smiling looking off to the left face there. And then we've also got the surprised looking off to the right face, and then just the kind of normal smiling face there, I guess it is anyway. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, it doesn't really come with a whole lot, but the color separation and just the way that the kit is engineered is really, really impressive. So like all these parts here that you're seeing in the chest, that like yellowish orange color and the red and the light yellow, and over here on the side of the head as well, it's all separate parts and it looks really, really nice. I was particularly impressed with like these yellow ring parts that go around on the forearms and also on the legs as well, because of the way that these parts are separated. This one here, it's two yellow parts that sandwich on the sides, so you will have a little bit of a seam on the back, and then the center part of that ring is actually a part of the elbow joint. So when you bend the elbow, you can see that actually folds in like that, so that you're able to still get a full elbow bend, and that yellow ring, which would hinder your elbow movement, I guess, if it was designed in a different way. Anyway, it's just designed in a really interesting way there. And similarly down here at the legs as well, you have one piece which wraps around the front half of the leg, and then at the back half you have two pieces that are kind of like on the left and right back quarter, and then one little piece that covers the actual like backside of the knee joints. When the leg is straight, you get this nice clean circle all the way around, but then when you bend the knee, that yellow part tucks up inside of there, so you're able to get a nice full bend there. And then down here to the feet as well, again, really nice color separation with those red bits, and then red bit on the bottom of the foot there as well even. So really, really nice. The kind of quote unquote hair part here on the back has a ball joint where at the connection, and then also a hinge that you're able to move that up and down. No other articulation anywhere in throughout that. And then these clear yellow parts are also not articulated. Those are just fixed in that pose there as well. Otherwise, pretty standard articulation throughout, and the posability of this is really, really nice. So why don't we take a look at a few more poses here with this kit, showing off some of our different option parts and accessories here, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on the kit. I was really impressed with this one, definitely. I expected that these kits were good. It's just a series of kits from Kotobukiya that I just had never experienced yet, just because Mega Man is not a series that I was ever like really into. But I had been curious about the kits just because I generally enjoy all the different series of model kits that Kotobukiya makes. So just because it was one series of kits from Kotobukiya that I had not touched yet, I was really interested in trying out one of these kits, and so I'm really glad to have the opportunity to check out this one here and share my thoughts with you guys. But I'm sure a lot of you have probably built a lot of the other Mega Man kits before. If you're interested in the series, if you're a fan, and if you're watching this video, and if you guys have any particular recommendations of some of your favorite kits in the line, let me know down in the comments. I might take a look at some more in the future, but for now, I gotta say, this one really, really nice. And if you're a fan of the series, and particularly a fan of the character, I can't recommend it enough. Definitely well worth the price. As I'm not too sure if there's like a Figma or something available of this character. There probably is, would be my guess, and the price is probably similar. But again, the nice thing about this is that you actually get to build it yourself, which I enjoy. It's not for everybody. Some people just want to buy a figure and just be able to just have the figure, I guess. But if you are a fan of like actually building the kit yourself, the modeling aspect of it, then this gives you that opportunity, which I think is really nice. The only things that I think maybe could have been improved on with this kit is, like I said, I just kind of prefer a straight peg attachment piece for the back of the kit into the connection stand. That would have been my personal preference. And then also would have been nice to have an alternate hair piece. If you remember from the box art, on the front of the box art, the kind of hair piece of the back has this nice kind of curling motion to it. And it maybe would have been cool to have one or two additional hair parts in there to give us some different options for like the shape of that hair at the back. But other than that, guys, no complaints with this kit. Anxious to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments. And if you guys want to check out the kit for yourself, you can check it out at USA Gundam Store. The link to USA Gundam Store will be down in the video description below. We've got all sorts of stuff from Kotobukiya there as well, so check out the other Mega Man kits and everything else on the website. As always, guys, thank you so much for all of your support, leaving a like, making sure that you're subscribed. I really appreciate it, guys. And until next time, hope you all have a great day. See ya!